Okay, today you're going to learn about system of linear inequalities in two variables. Okay, so previously you already learned, last week you already learned about linear inequality. So system of linear inequalities in two variables mean there are combination of two or more inequalities in two variables, right? So we form a system, right? Okay, so before that, we need to know how to represent a situation in the form of system of linear inequalities. Okay, so if the example of a situation, if y is greater than x, we will write, okay, so what is y equalities? All right, so y is greater than x, so meaning that y, okay, y is greater than x, greater ialah lebih besar, right? Greater, lebih besar, okay? So it's more than. Y is less than x, then y is less than x. So lebih kecil. So y is not less than x. So not, we put in front of less than. So less than is smaller than. So if y is not less than x, that means y is, right? So y is at least x. So y is at least x. Y is not more than x. So y is not more, not more than. More than is more than. So not more than will be at most. At most x. So at most x is y less than or equals to x. And then the next one, y is at least k times of x. So at least is bigger or equal at least k times, so k times x, right? So y is bigger or at equals to kx. Y is at most k times x. So at most, so it's the opposite of at least. So at most is less than or equals to kx. Okay, so now next one, maximum of y is k. Maximum of y. Okay, maximum. That means the maximum of y is k. So that means y is less than or equals to k. So we have maximum, the maximum of k. So minimum of y is k. So minimum is k. So that can mean, meaning that the y can be more than k or equals to k. So that is the meaning of maximum. So maximum of y is k, is equivalent to y is at most k, right? Or not more than k. Okay, so this you can see that it's equivalent to not more than. Okay, this one is equal, and at most, this one also the same. Minimum of y is k, so k is at least k, right? Y is at least k, so that means it is not less than k or at least k. So these three are equivalent, right? Sum of x and y is greater than x. Okay, sum of y is greater than x, so x plus y is greater than k. Okay, so greater than k. The difference between y and x, so difference, so that means y minus x, okay, is less than k. Y is more than x by at least k, more than x. This means y minus x. At least, so is k. So y is more than x, at least k. That means y minus x bigger or equals to k. Okay, so this is how you determine. right? So let me highlight it. So not less than is equivalent to at least is equivalent to minimum of y, okay? And the greater, okay, not less, not more than is equivalent to at most and equivalent to maximum. So these three terms are the same. Sometimes the question will ask you, they won't use greater, but excess. They use the term excess. So this one is equivalent to greater, okay? Or more than, also can, more than, greater than, more excess. Okay, so all are same meaning as greater than. Okay. All right, now we go to example 6. The situation, SMK Suri Permata is hosting a leadership camp during the mid-year holiday. Y from pupils 4 and X from 5 pupils. Okay, from 4 pupils and 5 pupils participate in the camp. The pupils are selected according to the following condition and write all the linear inequalities that satisfy the condition given below. So A, B, C will be combined. The A, B, C will become a system of linear inequalities. Right? So what is the total of participant? Right? Participant for the camp at most is 40. So that means X plus Y is less than or equals to 40 at most. So we are using at most. Okay. So the next one, the number of Form 5 students is not less than the number of Form 4 students. Is not less than. So that means Form 5 student pupils are Y is not less than. So it's at least, right? More than or equal than X. Okay, X is the number of, okay, sorry. Let me stack here. So Y is, okay, Y is Form 4 student and X is Form 5 student. Okay, therefore is the number of Form 5 student is X, okay, is not less than. So it not less than is more than or equals to Y. At least 15 Form 4 pupils participate in the camp. At least Form 4 students, so it'll be X. Okay, sorry, Y. Y, at least, so at least. So Y is bigger or equals to 15. B is the number of Form 5 students, X, right? Is not less than. So that therefore is at least the number of Y. That means X is greater or equals to Y. Okay, so this is the answer. Number 7, the computer shop sells refill ink of brand Y and X for printers. The seller needs to place an order of X number of refill ink. So X number, so highlight it, X number of refill ink of brand X. Then the Y will be represent the number of refill ink for brand Y. Cost 14 ringgit and 18 ringgit respectively from a supplier. Write all the linear inequalities that satisfy the following condition given. All right, the total number of ink order does not exceed. So does not exceed, that means X plus Y less than 25, okay? Does not exceed or equals to 25. Does not exceed. So that means it's the same as does not more than, not more than, that means is at most, the meaning. Okay, less than or equal, must be equal to 25. All right, so it can be 25 and less. Okay, So number of ink or brand Y is at least twice that of brand X. So at least twice of brand X. So 2x, twice. Twice means double. So double of X. The number of ink brand Y is not more than at units. At unit. Not more than. So it's at least at at most at, not more than. So these two are the same. Does not exceed and not more than is the same. So Y is less than or equals to X. The total purchase does not exceed 400. Okay, the total purchase does not exceed 400. Therefore, we have to multiply the cost of ink X and ink Y. So therefore, it's 14X plus 18Y does not exceed. So must be less or equals to 400. Okay, does not exceed. So the same as A. Okay, so try to do workbook question 7, page 78, right? So for representing a situation in the form of system of linear inequalities. Okay, so please be careful. Okay, at least, right, is same as not, right, not less than. Okay, at least, not less than or maximum. Okay, at most. Okay, so at least is December, at most is December, is not more than or minimum. Okay, so please remember this, these two. Okay, at least, not, at least is more than or equal, so not less than. Not less than means at least more than or equal, and maximum of Y. So the maximum of something, that means you must not more than. Okay, that's it's not more than the maximum, but it can be maximum or below. Okay, that is, you should need to know that. All right, then we go to the second one. Make and verify the conjecture about the points in the region and solution of linear inequalities of system. So there are two ways to do that. Okay, one is shown in the textbook. So I will show you the textbook method. The second one is what I think is the best, not the best, is more suitable. All right, so let's see the textbook solution. Okay, so this is an example. 0.22, 0.22. So 0.22 is here, 0.22. Okay, so we want to determine whether the inequalities, okay, the region A satisfy the inequalities x plus y greater than or equal to 7, or y less than or equals of 3 over x plus 2. So if we can find out the two inequalities, when you substitute the point in, you get a true, then meaning that the region satisfies the linear inequalities, or the system of linear inequality. All right, so if 2, when you substitute in, 2 plus 2 is 4, 4 is greater or equals to 7, that is false. Okay, so meaning that 4 bigger than 7 is false. How do I get 2 plus 2? So we just substitute here 2 plus 2, and then bigger than 7. So we determine whether this is true or false. 4 greater than 7, of course, is false. So you write down false here. Okay, y is less than 3 over 4x plus 2. Okay, 3 over 4x plus 2. So we substitute in 2 less than or equals to 3 over 4 times 2 plus 2. So you use your calculator. Okay, so 3 over 2, that means 3 over 2 plus 2. So it's 2, 3, 1 over 2. So this one is true, but 2 did not satisfy x plus y greater than 7. So it's false. False true. So false true, that means the region A does not satisfy. Okay, the two linear inequalities. So we go to 1, 4. 1, 4, when you substitute in 1, 4, 1 plus 4 is greater than 7. This one also false, right? Because it's 1 plus 4 is 5. Then we substitute in y, sorry, not y, 1, right? So y is 4. 4 less than 3 over 4 times 1 plus 2. So it's 2, 3 over 4. Of course, this one also false. So meaning that region B also does not satisfy x plus y greater than 7 or equal to 7, or y less than or equal to 3 over 4x plus 2. So false, false. Huh? So we go to region C. We pick a point, 4, 6. Sometimes the question already gave you the point, so no need for you to find out. If they didn't give you the point, then you have to find out. That means C here, I choose 4, 6. You also can choose 4, 8. Okay, up to you, right? So 4, 6, I substitute in. 4 plus 6 is greater than 7. This time this is true. Okay, so let's see the next one. 4 and 6, so 6 less than 3 over 4 times 4 plus 2. So is you get 5 plus 2. 6 is less than or equals to 5. So still false. Okay, so wrong. Then the next one, D is D4. D is 6, 4. 6, 4. We substitute the value of x is 6. The value of y is 4. So x plus y greater than 7. This is true. Then 4 less than 3 over 4 times 6 plus 2. So you will get 2. Here is 3. So is 4 less than 2, 9 over 2. So is 4 less than 6, 9 over, 6, 1 over 2. Okay. 6, 1 over 2. So this is true. Therefore, our region D satisfies the two inequalities. Okay. So true, true. Then this is the region that satisfies the two inequalities. Okay. Now, there's another way. So let me show you another way. So what we do is, okay, very easy. X plus y bigger than 7. And then the other one is y less than 3 over 4 x plus 2. So we already learned, right? X plus y is greater than 7 is the region above the line, right? Above the line. Okay, the line. So above the line, so here's the line of x plus y equals to 7. Above the line x plus y equals to 7. So we highlight x plus y equals 7. Here is the line. So you can see here C or D, right? C or D. So we write down the alphabet C and D, all right? Then y is less than or equals, so is below the line y equals to 3 over 4x plus 2, right? So what is the alphabet below the straight line y equals to 3 over x plus 2? So we highlight it first as blue. This is the line. So below there are two, A or D. So we write down A or D, just like what we do in set, right? We want to find the region that satisfy the two inequalities. We find the intersection. Okay, so intersection means the repeating region. So you can see here very clearly the answer is D. Okay, the region D satisfy the two inequalities. Okay, same, the answer is tally with this first method. We find the point, one of the point in region D. When we satisfy, we substitute into the inequalities, and then we want find out whether it's true or not. So if both are true, then the region satisfy the two inequalities. Okay, so there are two methods. So first method, this is first method introduced by the book. This is the second method that I think you should know. You know already the above or in below, right? If more than is above, L, you just list down the regions that satisfy these inequalities. Then we find the regions that satisfy the second inequalities. Okay, we list down, and then at the end, what we do, we find the intersection. That means the regions that repeat itself both twice. If there are three inequalities, that means we find the regions that repeat itself for 3 times. Okay, so if 4 inequalities, then 4 times. So that's the way. That's where how you solve example 8. So please do exercise 4C workbook. Okay. Okay, the next one. Steps to determine the region that satisfy a system of linear inequalities. So here the book method is mark the region involved in each area with a different or simply or easily spotted marks. Okay, so in the textbook they use alphabet A for region for the first inequalities, and then B and C. Okay, A represent the regions that fulfill the first inequality. B will be fulfilling the second inequality. C will be the regions that fulfilling the third inequalities, and so on. Right? So you can use A, B, C, D. Or you can use spotted marks. Right? So for example, I prefer to use like this. Okay, 1, 2, and circle. That means if I have one X with a circle for 3 inequalities, then that is the region that satisfy all 3 inequalities. Okay. So if you have 4, how? So far, maybe you can use like this, and then like this, and then a circle. So 1, 2, 3, a circle. So the first one will be this. Okay, second, to find the first inequalities, you use this symbol. Third, second, you use this symbol. Third, you use this symbol, and fourth, we use a circle. Okay, then you can the regions that satisfy all the 4 inequalities will be the regions that show you in this final symbol. Okay. All right. So for A, B, C, D, that means, okay, I have A, B, C, D, right? A, B, C, D. So the regions that satisfy all the 4 inequalities will have all the 4 alphabets in the regions. Then that is your solution. Okay, if 3, that means A, B, C. So you can see here A, B, C. Right? If 2 only, then it's a X. So all A, B. Okay. All right. So let's use. There are 4 questions, so I use symbol for 2 questions, and then the X. Okay. The second method I use for 2 questions. Right. So let's see. All right. This one I use A. This one I use B. So y less than or equals to x plus 3. So y less than or equals to x plus 3 is the region that below, right? Below the straight line y equals to x plus 3. So I'll name this A, 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 A. So there are 5 regions A. Okay. Then B is the region that x is less than x, x less than 2. So it's the region that on the left hand side of x equal to 2. So here there will be, you write down B, 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 B. So I prefer to write only we only write on the regions that we already wrote A there, because no point for us to write B here, right? So because this is not the answer, right? So to save our time, we only wrote the second B, the second alphabet on the regions that already written the first alphabets, or the regions that satisfy the first inequalities. Okay, so the answer will be this area. That is your answer for y less than or equals to x plus 3 or x less than 2. So if you are very sure how to do, so you no need to list down A or B, okay? You can check directly. So, but I just introduced this because it's already it's a method that introduced in the textbook. So I have to introduce to you. So up to you, you want to use it in the exam or not? Huh? Which way is you prefer can help you more, or can help you to get the answer faster, then you use that method. Okay, but you have to familiarize with the method. Huh? So next we go to this question. I still use alphabet. Huh? So this one I use A, B, C. Okay, y is bigger or equals to negative x. So this is the line. Okay, so this is the line. So bigger, so in above, right? So therefore I name this is A, 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 A. Okay, this one also A. Below this line also A. Okay, then y less than 3. So y less than 3 is this line. Okay, so we check because it's less than only, so it's dotted line, correct? Okay, the line is correct. So B, below is B. So there are only 3 alphabets here. So I list down B, B, and B. That means these 2 regions, this sure is not the answer. Okay, then we go to x less than 2. So where is x less than 2? So there is no x equal to 2 on the diagram. So we need to draw it out. So we draw a full line or dotted line. So we refer to the symbol. So if less than, so remember less than, we already learned this, less than, we draw a dotted line. So dotted line, so we draw dotted line first. Okay, so we name it as x equal to 2. So less than, so on the left hand side, so there we list, there are 2 regions less than 2. That is this one C, this one also C. So the answer is, I shade with green color. Okay, green cannot, green, correct, green. Okay, this is the area. Right, so ABC, ABC. Okay, if more than, then the region will be this part. So only these 2 here. Okay, please pass. All right, so now I use this method. Okay, line, vertical line, horizontal line, slang line, line to the left, to the right. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so the first one I use this symbol. The second one I use this, and then the third one I use circle. Okay, so the first thing, check the equation first. Okay, check the equation. X minus y less than or equals to 5. So we have that already. Okay, and then y less than greater than or equals to -5 is not listed. So we need to draw it out. Where is y equals to -5? So it's a horizontal line. This one is horizontal line. Okay, that passes through y equals to -5. So we draw a full line. All right, it's not a dotted line, full line. Okay, full line. So it's full line. So I can use this this function in this program. If dotted line, I have to draw it by myself. So this is y equals to -5. Then x less than 5, that means we have to draw x equals to 5. So x equal to 5 is a vertical line. Okay, vertical line passes through x equal to 5, x equal to 5. So this one is less than, only less than, that means has dotted line. So dotted line, I have to draw it out by myself. Dotted line is a vertical line. So if in the exam, you must use ruler to draw it out. Okay, so this dotted line. So this is x equals to 5. Okay, now after we already get all the 3 lines in the diagram, then we can determine. Okay, so the first one is using this symbol. Okay, slash, okay, backslash. This one is slash, backslash, in a circle. Slash is x minus y greater or equals to 5. Okay, so is x is negative y greater or equals to 5. So remember, when we want to examine the region that satisfy the inequalities, we must make sure that the y is positive. So y is positive, but now it's negative. So what we do? We multiply the whole thing with -1. When you multiply -1, so the symbol must, we have to, meaning that we have to terbalik it or become it less, more become less. Okay, so therefore we have -x plus y less than or equals to -5. So hence y is less than x minus 5. So we stop here also can, because we just want to know that if the positive y, the symbol is less or equal, and less or greater. If less, positive y is less, that means the region that we want is below the straight line, right? So now we know that when we multiply -1, I get y is positive, and then y negative x plus y is less than or equals to -5. Okay, so it's the region below the straight line. Where is the straight line? This is the straight line. Okay, so we jot down as slash 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 slash. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there are 6 regions that satisfy x minus y greater or equals to 5. Okay, then where are the regions that satisfy y greater than -5? So y greater than -5, that means the region is above y equals to -5. Okay, so the region above y equal to -5, so I use blue to represent the straight line. Then above means above this straight line, so there are 3 regions, 1, 2, 3. Lastly is x less than 5. X less than 5, so I use green to represent x less than 5. Represent x equal to 5, the straight line. Then the region that satisfy x less than 5 will be the only region on the left. So that I will just circle it. So I will get this symbol. When I get this symbol, it means the region that satisfy the three inequalities. Okay, so this is the region. So I use pink to represent the region. All right. So this is the region. Okay. And then next one. So before we go to the next one, so I repeat the process. Check whether diagram has all the three equation of straight line or equation of straight line that we need from the inequalities given. If not, then we have to draw it out first. If yes, then we just start to mark the regions that satisfy the first inequalities, then followed by second and third, and find out the regions that has all the three marks, okay, markers there. Okay, so next we go to the D using the same method. So we have to check whether all the straight line given or not through the inequalities given, right? So the first one is y less than or equals to x plus 3. So this is the straight line. So it's given y bigger or less equal x. So it's not given. So we have to draw it out. Then y greater or equals to 0 is actually, okay, x-axis, y equals to 0. Then x less than 2 is actually x equal to 2. So we need to draw out y equals to x. So y equals to x. Where is y equals to x? So y equals to x is when x is 0, y also 0. When x is, let's say 2, okay, 2, y also 2. When x is negative 3, y also negative 3. So in this case, we just assume, right? So we just roughly assume this is 0, 0, 2, 2, and 3, 3. So we draw the straight line that passes through these 3 points, okay? All right, so we use a full line because of, okay, why? Because of this symbol, equal or more, right? So this is the straight line. Okay, now we can start to determine where are the regions, where is the region that satisfy all these 4 inequalities. So the first one, so since this one is, there are 4, so I use backslash, and horizontal and vertical line, right? So to represent the 4 inequalities. So the first one is y less than or equals to x plus 3. So the region that involved is below this straight line. There will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So then among these 9, where are the regions that above y bigger than x? So above this straight line, the yellow line, so is 1, 2, 3, 4. Next is bigger than y equal to 0. Okay, y equal to 0 above the straight line, y equal to 0. Therefore, I use this symbol. So I use a horizontal line, horizontal, horizontal, horizontal. Next is among these 3, which one are less than 2? So less than 2. Okay, less than 2 is, there are 2 only. So I use this symbol. Therefore, I see my answer very clearly is here. Okay, this quadrilateral. Okay, symbol. Okay, so you can see that this is the region that satisfy. These 2 regions satisfy all the 4 inequalities. Okay. All right. So Okay, I stop here. So you do the exercise in the workbook. Okay, so let me check workbook for C. All right, book for C. Chapter 6, workbook. So you're going to do question 8. Okay. Okay, question 9. I think this is 9. 8, 9. Okay, and at 9, and actually you can do question 9 also, this one. Oh, sorry, this is 7, I think. This is question 7. 7, 8. This 8, 7, 8, 9. 9 you can try to do. Okay, 10 don't do lah. So this one you need to draw it out. Right? So given you y equal to 60, so you draw out y equals to 60. Then y equals to negative x plus 40. This one you draw y, sorry. Okay. Okay, sorry about that. Yeah. Okay, sorry. So this one, so it's x equals to 40. So this one is easy, right? This is horizontal line, This is vertical line. So it's a full line because more than and less than or equal. So this is y equals to 60. Or you have to use ruler. So this one is y equals to 40. And then for this straight line, y equals to negative x plus 40. So we just substitute 0, x is 0 since it's already given, and then 10 and 20. So when you put 0 in, you get 40. When you put 10 in, so negative 10 plus 40, so you get 30. And 40 minus 20, you get 20. So you jot down 40, 30, 20, then 10, and then this one, okay? So this is a full line also. So you draw a straight line, or we substitute this. Okay. Okay, so this is the straight line. Okay, then we determine, after we drew the line, we determine where is the region. So you can use alphabet also, So y is less than or 60, so this is the region. So A, and A, right? Then y is greater than negative x plus 40. So this is the straight line, y equals to negative x plus 40. So above it, it will be B. There are two regions only. Then last one is x less than 40 or equals to 40, right? So here is C only, right? So including this area, right? So this area A, B, C. This area, everything here. Okay, so I hope you can do it for B and C, all right? So that's all. After watching the video, please